Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. I am here for the 19th lecture, and we are going through a very important discussion about the bureaucracy. No need to say that the bureaucracy plays a pivotal and critical role in the development of any of the country. If bureaucracy performs efficiently, then many of the problems are solved, because bureaucracy are the wheels of the car or the system, and if they flow very quickly and speedily to the right direction, we can say that the country is going to the right direction. Bureaucracy is a very vast topic, but we are confining ourselves according to our course, and we are looking about the definitions of the bureaucracy. We are talking about what are the characteristics, what are the functions of the bureaucracy. If you remember, I would like to say that we are going through the functions of the bureaucracy. We have learned about its nature in the previous lecture. So I would like to give you a very quick and smart summary of the previous lecture. If you remember, we talked about that what are the duties, the responsibilities and the functions of bureaucracy. Very simple to know. Everyone knows that the first and the foremost duty of the bureaucracy is to implement the rules and regulations that are framed by the legislatures. So the legislature frames, and the bureaucracy tries to follow those and try to implement those rules and regulation. The second and the foremost again is that the bureaucracy can influence the policy making process. This is very critical. It means indirectly what I am saying, that our policy making process depends on the efficiency and the visions of the bureaucracy, because the policy maker, although they are visionary, but the ground realities lies with the bureaucrats. And when they go to the high meetings and they give briefings, they tell the ground realities, and according to those, policymakers act accordingly and they frame the policy. In this way, the bureaucracy can influence the policy making process. The third is a bit different from the conventional one, that says that the bureaucracy in itself creates the law. It is very interesting. The reason is that sometimes the situation becomes where the law or the standard procedures remain quiet. So at that position, the bureaucrats in itself becomes takes the role of the legislature, and he has to act upon according to his own wisdom and the previous knowledge and the past standards. If he follows in this way, and most of the time it is expected from all the administrators and the bureaucrats that they remain impersonal and they carry out the commands according to their professions, the true spirit of the law. So we will continue our discussion, and with the continue of this discussion, the fifth function of the bureaucracy is ensuring survival and growth. Survival and growth are the critical and the foremost for any of the nation. I am not talking about the Pakistan. This realities is a universal phenomena, and each and every country has the objective to achieve the survival and the growth. If the people get growth, many of the indicators, economic indicators, to which we call the automatic stabilizer, or you can say the multipliers and the accelerator, they bring the nation's development more and more rapid. And unfortunately, it is very interesting to note that if there is a reverse gear, the situation becomes more worse due to these automatic stabilizer or these automatic functions that are the multiplier as well as the acceleration. In struggle of power and prestige, an administrator must have a firm base of public support. The public support is the most powerful tool that a bureaucrat should have, because if he has the public support, he can perform his duties and he can obey the functions and he can implement the law in a more comprehensive and a comfortable way. I am not talking about that a bureaucrat should become a politician and he should convince and convince people that he is eligible and the people sing song about his reputation. But the situation is that the good administrator always wins the heart of the people, and the people do believe that this administrator has no personal interest, he has no lust for the power, and he can perform his duties according to the laws, rules and regulations that are described by in any of the code. And today we will see that this the code of conduct on which our system is going is simply the law and the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. There are constitutional order, but we will see that the fundamental or the comprehensive framework is the Constitution of 1973. It has certain amendments that are complementary to the Constitution. The overall framework is called the 1973 Constitution. It only happens when they deliver to the public. When the public is satisfied, and the public becomes only satisfied when the bureaucrat deliver their work. If any of the bureaucrat, whatsoever caliber he is very intelligent, he is extraordinary experience, but if he is unable to deliver, the people do not trust him, because his function is to deliver to the people. For example, if a policeman in any of the police station is unable to deliver the law and order situation to the surrounding areas, it means he has remained unable to complement his to perform his duties. Public gets needs and bureaucracy derives stats and power. From the public is the most powerful thing in this universe. No doubt that the dictators suppress the public voice, but ultimately you have seen that there is always the victory of the populace. No doubt there are deaths, there are tortures, but ultimately the public wins. If you see about the example of the South Africa, you will be thinking about the Nelson Mandela, who remained in the prison for more than 28 years. Unbelievable, totally unbelievable for a human being. And ultimately he won because he has the support of the public, he has the support of the black people, and ultimately he remained firm. He did not allow his legs to shatter, to tumble, and ultimately he became as a victorious. From jail to he went to the president house and he ruled the people, because his rule was in the heart of the people. So all the bureaucracy gets its powers and status from the public, and at the same time I would like to advise that definitely the bureaucrat know, and they think that they know each and everything, but it is the standard for the bureaucracy that they should deliver as they deliver, rather than going into the shortcuts and into the other phenomena. If they just deliver the services to the public that they are interested upon, the public becomes very, very happy and they get the support to the of the public. The sixth is implementing legislation. As I explained earlier, the administrative discretion becomes more apparent in the interpretation of law that is vague. No doubt, I am not criticizing the Constitution of Pakistan or the code of routine or code of conduct of rule of business of the government. In any countries, there are many scenarios where the constitution becomes quiet, or you can say the vague. So at this time the critical role of the bureaucrat starts. If he is impersonal, he is honest, he is corruption free, definitely he will decide in the vested interest of the populace. These are not the vested interest that our military ruler used and tried to divide and rule the nation, and they kept the Pakistan under control more than 33 years. This is the true vested interest of the nation. For example, if you are the bureaucrat and you confront a situation where there are no code of conduct, you will be using your own wisdom, previous knowledge, previous practices, and the scenario of the law and order. If you get some of the glimpse from signal from the law, you will be acting upon in this way. This allows the administrator to prescribe rules and regulation. Here it means he has taken the role of legislature, because before this he was implementing the law, he was implementing the rules and regulation, but now the situation has changed, the scenario has become different, and he is doing a dual role, the administrator and the legislature. Administrator he is already, because he is bureaucrat and his duty is to perform to implement the law and implement the rules and regulation. But in situation where I said that there is a gap and there is no clear message from the rules of the business, he will have to act according to the law. It may extend to any limit. It could be a very, very small decision, but at the same time it could be a gigantic and huge decision. It could be Herculean task, but I am sure that if a person is impersonal, honest, he has nothing to do, he can perform this duty and he can go to the optimal solution under the situation when there is the possibility. At the same time, when there are queer fish, there are black sheep that want such kind of situation and they enjoy in situation and they implement their own wisdom, not according to their honesty, but they think that this is the gray area and they try to exploit this gray area. No doubt they want to overcome the nation, they want to show their authority and command to the populace, but ultimately the situation is different. The people of such kind remain transitory in the heart of the people, but a person who performs and delivers, his image can never be abolished from the heart of the people. If I would like to give the example, if you know, there have been many Chief Justice of Pakistan, but the credit goes to Iftikhar Muhammad Chaudhry, who has recently retired from his post. But you can see that although he also got the oath under the PCO, that is a very, very, you can say, a disfame for any of the judge, but at the same time all things went into the previous era and he became a hero of the nation, and he performed well when he said no to resign to the military dictator. So this kind of thing, what he did, although I am, you can say I am not a follower of the Chief Justice and I am not every time the critical to the Chief Justice, although he has the limitation because he is also a human being, but at the same time he has been different Chief Justice from the previous one. He crossed its limit, it is debatable thing, but at the same time he gave new direction to the judiciary that was considered you can say a child of the executives. But now the judiciary has become independent, and you can see the incident daily in the newspaper that the judiciary is implementing. So by telling this story, telling this scenario, my purpose was to tell you that the bureaucracy, you should be bureaucrat, you may be bureaucrat, it can just live and win the heart of the people if the bureaucracy delivers and delivers in an efficient way. The seventh function, that if I am counting 1, 2, 3 or 4, and it doesn't mean that I will count all of the functions, but most important function I have listed here. Weighting competing interest. The people have different interest, and most of the time there is a conflict of interest. This happens everywhere at every time to the every nation, to the every community. It is above board that the communities do not have the conflict of the interest. So what is this? Every high level administrator often uses his discretion to promote the most powerful groups served by his agency. So this power has been negatively used by many of the bureaucrats in the history of Pakistan. It can be used positively, and all the positive things have more weight. So what I am talking about, that the weighting competing interest, when the people have competitive interest, the bureaucrats should give the due weightage to each of the interest group. He should not be biased to any of the group positively or negatively. He should be 100% independent, impartial, and dispersonal, and he will be in a better position to take decision in such of the situation. So when there are conflict of interest, the more powerful group definitely demand more things, but he should go according to the rules and regulation. He should use his wisdom, and he should decide how much weight he should be given to this. The cake remain the same. He should decide that how much proportion he has to deliver to that and that person, and if it is delivered according to the you can say honesty, then the people become happy. Otherwise, if he uses his discretion in a wrong way, the problems become a mega problem. Although at that time it may, you can say that it is solved, but the people do not take it heartily, and as the situation changes, the again problem arises. To solve the problem on a permanent and continuous basis, we will say that this authority should be used, and very wisely used. At every step you face the conflict of interest. Even in your home, in your house, you see that the child and the brothers and the mother and sisters and all have conflict of interest. So we resolve them in a very, very proper way. Similarly, the bureaucrats should follow these rules and regulation, and they should do this. In this process, he may have to weigh various political factors. Political factors before he acts. Political factors are very, very fundamental, and as the bureaucrats are in, you can say, in Pakistan, as we are talking about this, the bureaucrats are under the, you can say, the umbrella of the political system, because our bureaucracy has been politicized over the years. A very, very long history starting from the 1947 to the 2013. The story continues, and that has led to the demise of our bureaucracy. Our bureaucracy in itself is not efficient, but nowadays the system has changed. It remains reluctant, and it avoids to perform, and now there is corruption and many other things. So the political factor, he cannot be independent of the political factor. I do believe that a very powerful bureaucrat can go against the political fact, but at the same time he should act upon, he should see the values of the values, the culture, the conflict, the interest of the people, and the political factors. All the things, the more and more information he has, the model becomes more and more effective. And the less and less he has the information, the model will be not performing, and he will not be reaching a very comprehensive and true solution. He must balance the rival claims of public interest, client demands. Everyone will be claiming more and more. When there is a conflict between you and me on any of the things, the cake is the same. The size of the cake will remain. The bureaucrat cannot increase the size of the cake. If he can, definitely then all the people will be getting. So he has to substitute these resources between the two or three competitive interest groups. So he has to follow, listen, think about on all the claims and the demands of the people, and then he should react and reach the conclusion. The eighth is that the balancing professional and ethical consideration. The bureaucrat cannot be independent of the profession and ethic. He is not a machine and he is not a statue that we say that he is working like a computer. The human behavior, the social sciences always have different scenario as compared to the natural sciences. The situation is that the natural sciences are the laboratory sciences, but the human and the social sciences, they deal with the human behavior, and the human behavior is unpredictable. Although we give a general theory about the human behavior, but yet it cannot be predicted with 100% accuracy. The reason is that's why it means the situation changes when there are a different scenarios. So in this changes, at one side he should be loyal to the law, rules and regulation. He should be a pure professional, and on the other side he should not be inhuman. He should not ignore the customs, the ethics and the cultural values of the society, because he is the part of the society and he is going to deliver to the same society. He is not working in a vacuum where everything is like space or such kind of thing. All the things are interacted, all the things are interwoven, and he cannot go independently from this or that. The official try to balance their personal ethics and value judgments. Your judgment should be balanced. Now you are not the judges. I am not supposing that you are the judges, but at the same time your acts are not less than the judges. In one way you are the judge, because you are delivering justice to the people, you are delivering the entrusted responsibilities to the people. So keep the balance there. You are ethical. It should not be that you are emotional by the ethics and you are ignoring the professionalism. On the other side, you should not be like a computer machine that everyone is crying for this or that and you are just sitting that you are a professional. This is not the goal. There should be a balance. A balanced person or the balanced bureaucrat is a good bureaucrat. It is met with his professional standard. All his decisions, the first he is human, then he is professional, and all his the decision should be exactly matched according to his professional standard, because the professionalism is not wrong. Professionalism just says you that you should follow the standard procedure, and these standard procedure are not made in one day. We can't say that these are made only one day. It takes several years, and these are the crux of the experiences or the incidents of the people that face over the years and years. So if you show the people that you are a professional according to the all standards, people do believe them into you. Your power increases, you get the heart of the people, you rule over the heart of the people, and the people are looking towards you, and they do believe that you have the potential to deliver and remove their miseries. The objective is to ensure neutral and impersonal decision. This is the more critical part, that the neutral and impersonal decision. Neutral and impersonal, even an umpire, for example, if I am an umpire and the match is being played, cricket match is being played, Australia and the England. So I have nothing to do with the England and Australia, but due to my nature, it is a natural phenomena that every time due to any of the reason, hidden reason, a person has some of the affiliation. There may be I may be biased negatively towards the British because they ruled over us. On the same time, I may be positively biased towards the British because although they ruled us, but at the same time they gave some unique systems like railways and the canal system to this area that contributed significantly to the development of this nation. So any of the reason I am not going to talk about this. There are so many reasons that cannot be listed. Although every person cannot be 100% impersonal, this is my guarantee that any person, even to unknown comes to you, you can't be by looking their face, by looking their miseries, by looking their dress and whatsoever. If someone is poor, you are kind-hearted, you will be slightly biased toward that poor person. But it is not the situation. You should be try to be the maximum. You should be neutral and you should be impersonal. The impersonality is the, you can say, the core of any of the bureaucrats. As you become impersonal, you deliver in a better way, and as you remain personal, you are walking in the shadow of your own interest, your own desires. You are ignoring the people for which you have been assigned the duty. So this is the balancing professional and ethical consideration. Carrying the routine work. These were some of the topic we discussed. These were some of the general phenomena, or you can say the high standard we set about the bureaucracy. And the bureaucracy is in all the countries, these rule applies, and the bureaucracy is performing this. It is not something imaginary, or you can say that this is something ideological. The bureaucracy is applying this, and over time it has its function. The ninth function of this is that the carrying the routine work. It is the foremost duty of the bureaucracy that it has to carry out the routine work. What is the routine work? You know, the daily business of what the bureaucracy is. It is the part of the government, and it implement what the government wants. He or she is itself in government. So beside the bureaucratic influence on policy making, they have to conduct the routine work. Routine work, for example, if you are sitting in the deputy commissioner office, you are the bureaucrat, many files will appear on your table on daily basis. So you have to do this, and we will see on the later stage in the after some time, or maybe in the next lecture, that this red tapeism, or this delay in the routine business, it is also dishonesty. Because if you are not working on the speedy basis, you should immediately see the file and return it to the concerned authorities and take decision on it. If it has to go higher level, you should immediately pass it on to the higher authorities. And if you are the decision maker, you should just see its viability, impartially think about it, make a decision that is totally independent, natural, impartial, and then it send it back to this. So every time, every officer, even you are you can say a clerk, the many file will appear on your table, because all the files start their journey from the lowest level. So these are the routine business on which your signatures, and you can do it a very quick time. If you make a survey, that is a very interesting thing, that the many bureaucrats deliberately ignore this. And they have become the part of the system. They have become so emotionless that they do not think that what is the importance of the time to this person. And interestingly, many decisions are taken when the feasibility, or the, you can say, the importance of the phenomena is over. So for example, if a person applied to the visa to any of the embassy, and they take the decision after the due date. For example, if you have applied that you want to go to Australia after 30 days, so if they do not process it for 30 days, and after that it becomes useless for you. So this is the bureaucratic process, and the bureaucrat should perform. It is the duty of the bureaucrat that they perform the daily work. For example, the government, education, public utility services, social security benefits, the police and judicial system, taxation. So every bureaucrat sitting on in his department, he is called the bureaucrat. It doesn't mean the bureaucrats are always at the higher level. Any person who has the public authority he is a bureaucrat in one way or the other. So what is the routine business? If you go to the education department, starting from the EDU education, that is the head in the district, many files appear: the transfer of the teachers, the new policy, the salaries, and the school's visits. These appear before him, and the leaves, the maternity leaves, many files appear before his table, and he should immediately sign. If I go to the public utility service, you can say, if I go to the banks, there are many works to do. The utility bills are deposited there, the people deposit their money, people withdraw their money. So everywhere the business is going on. As the sun starts, and as the sun rises, the activity starts, and nowadays it almost in, you can say, in a comprehensive way, I can say that the activity continues till the sunset, and even round the clock. No necessary that, because now this is an era of, you can say, this is the modern era. Social security benefit, many of the corporations are working on this. The police, this is the more, you can say, the critical. The police also performs daily duties. For example, the people complain, there are the FIRs, the police has to conduct to the jail administration and the judiciary, and so this is their routine business, and they have to carry out it in efficient way. As all the activities or the different departments are linked to each other, so as there is delay from one of the pillar of or the department, there is totally delay. Many of the cases, when we criticize the judiciary is unable to decide on many of the cases over the years and even I would like to say over the generations and generation. The reason is that if you go ask from any of the judge, they will say that the police do not present the challan well in time. It deliberately leaves loopholes that the culprits exploit, and ultimately they are out of the clutches of the law. So this is the routine business, and it should be, and the judicial system is there. If you go to the judiciary, the judicial system time starts around about 8 in winter as well as in the summer. You will see that the many judges are not on their seats, although the situation has changed a bit here, but many judges are not on the seats. They are just giving due to the people. Just the munshis of the advocates are appearing in before the courts. So it is, if we see the system of lower judicial system of Pakistan, we can't believe that what is happening there. So it means it is the failure of the bureaucracy, because judge is a bureaucrat, police officer is a bureaucrat. So as they will not deliver to the public, I am the public, you are the public, at the same time I am the bureaucrat, you are the bureaucrat. So we have to perform our daily and routine duties that are assigned to us. Criticism of the bureaucracy, that is very easy. Always we are very critical to the bureaucracy, and it deserves criticism, because the positive and the constructive criticism leads towards the improvement. And if there is only negative criticism, it disheartens the bureaucracy, and the bureaucracy becomes rigid and it reacts in a negative way, and ultimately who have to suffer? The public has to suffer all the miseries. The first the criticism is from Lasky, a very well-known social economist. He says the bureaucracy has patient rule. This he is exactly true, that the bureaucracy wants to rule the people. Bureaucrat is also a human being, and he has the power to rule the people. So it is a natural phenomenon. The natural and the ground realities cannot be ignored. This passion is embedded to each and every person with varying degree. The more and more professional, honest, personal you become, this passion becomes lower and lower. Because if you just want to rule the people, your lust will increase and you will enjoy by humiliating the people, by threatening the people, by torturing the people in any way, physically or mentally torturing the way. So this is the very, very fundamental criticism. On the other way, if you are professional, honest, you will enjoy in serving the people, in delivering the service. You can see the pole difference bureaucrat at the same seat. The seats remain the same, the police culture remain the same, the police station is the same, but as one SHO changes, the scenario becomes totally different. Someone says that totally become ineffective and they are on the hell of the you can say the miscreants, and even they are the helpful to the miscreant. On the other hand, I have the history of many of the police stations that I can say that the single person totally delivered, and they never allow only a single incident in their era and they provide this. So it means although there are some of the clutches, some of the limitations that a bureaucrat has to face, but ultimately the state power cannot be ignored. If you have the state power, you use the state power in a positive way, irrespective of your own interest. I can guarantee that you can serve the nation, and this is your fundamental. When you become bureaucrats, you take the oath that you will serve the humanity, whether you are a judge. If I take the oath that I will be honest to my profession, it means I have taken the oath that I will deliver all the services that have been assigned to me. In this process, when you have the lust for power, in this process there may be rigidity, inhuman, formal and soulless approaches. These approaches, rigidity, definitely over and over the years you will see that the bureaucrats have become rigid due to many phenomena. If you take a patient, a very critical patient to the hospital, you will see the doctors will not be moved by this, and they will be just ignoring that there is nothing, there is not a unique phenomena. But as you have seen this phenomena once or twice, you will be very critical and you will be criticizing. On the other hand, the doctors have the same same phenomena every time. So they become rigid, a bit inhuman. This is, again, I would like to say the natural, but it can be controlled. It doesn't mean that it is totally controlled. It can be controlled. And the formal, as you become the formal, the more and the people suffer more. You should give some out of the box solution, because if you go to the formal, even very, very small work in the business, in the rules of business, it will take extremely time. And soulless approaches that are inhuman approaches, you can see the history of many, many bureaucrats that made unbelievable, you can say, the decision negatively that destroyed not only the community, but it had a long-lasting effect. Look at the Patwaris, look at this Mal Mafia. You will come to know that just for a few rupees, the Patwari makes the land disputable. And there are murder, there are fights, there are, you can say, different quarrels between the people, and he is just enjoying by taking his money and sitting somewhere else. The people are fighting. For example, if the land is on your name, in paper he transferred to my name without your agreement. Definitely one day I will be claiming, and we have the conflict of interest. So as this conflict of interest comes, there could be the problem, and it destroys the community. The major criticism is described and under this was the general criticism, and we said that in rigidity, inhuman. The major is that the circumlocution. Circumlocution is a very, very technical term. What this means? The lengthy method of doing a work. Now you will have to differentiate, because the next two criticisms are almost similar to this circumlocution. What is the difference between this? If you see here, I have mentioned with the red light that the lengthy method of doing work. If work can be done with many of the, you can say, the methods. There are, you can say, the direct ways, quick ways, speedy ways, but at the same time there are very, very lengthy ways. If you follow I am not saying that you should not follow the routine business, but at the same time you should use your own mind, because you are not a statue, you are not a computer machine that something is entering and the other is going as an output. You are, on many of the occasion, you can shorten this process. So this process is the bureaucrats, the other criticism is that they take the lengthy process to solve the problem of the people. It has, to me, it has two reasons. First, the person who starts the lengthy process is wants to get some bribe, and many occasion, I think you are also from the same culture. If you give money or the bribe to that bureaucrat, the work will be done even in hours. Just before this, he was telling you that it cannot be possible even in a week. And as you give some of the money, it has the power, and it will your work will be immediately done in this way. So the lengthy procedure are only followed because the public suffer, and unless and until public suffers, the public is not ready to give bribe to and to present bribe to any of the person. Preoccupation with the formal rules require a case to follow full procedure. Sometimes honesty becomes a problem for the people. It is very interesting. It is a very big claim that I am, you can say, claiming here, that why the honesty becomes a problem for this. Some people show that they are so honest, and they are in reality honest, but they do not allow the file to move. They just keep on just picking the very, very small things and telling that there is the procedural process and they will have to follow this, whatever the situation is that. But sometime, being human being, for example, if you are sitting, the number of a person is at the 5th and he has come from the Balochistan, definitely these things matter for this. If you say no, I have the procedure, you will have to come on your number. And similarly, if you are sitting in the hospital and there are the queue of the people, the patients, you have given token to everyone, but is suddenly a person or the patient comes in a critical position, unfortunately after the accident, now the rules automatically change. It doesn't mean that you are honest and you are sitting like this, no, take this patient back, I will first check the first person and then I will check that person. So it is quite possible that by the moment you address that people, he is not alive. So these kind of things are that you should be formal, you should be honest, but at the same time you should have some wisdom and some ground realities to decide the problem. It causes unwanted delays because sometimes files lose their importance. When you are more formal, you are strict and rigid, honest, it causes unwanted delays. So when there are unwanted delays, it means the time is the precious money, the time is the critical factor. Many times, for example, if students approach to me and I am not taking care of him or her, so what is this? After some times the phenomena will be over. For example, many students are under my supervision in the MS or the PhD thesis. So if I say that I ignore their time, the time is important because they have to complete well in time. And if they put some of the proposal on my table and I ignore over the time and I say no, I have to follow the procedure, first this one, some incident wants more priority and you will have to give this. How to decide this? This is totally on the behalf of the bureaucrat, and as I said, if he is dispersonal, if he is honest, he can do it easily. The balance, the mechanism that is well built inside any of the human being, it has a significant effect, and it helps to choose the right direction for any of the man, and he can work in a positive and the proper to the right direction. It is an inevitable defect. All the systems, all the government has this effect because the standard procedures have to follow. But it doesn't mean that it should be the reason for the delay of the many of the procedure, because the government will care more for routine than for the results. Bureaucrats or the government, they should go against vice versa. For example, what is here? They are looking at what is happening to routine. What is the real suggestion? That they should be result oriented rather than the routine oriented. Routine oriented is a very common and you can say the low caliber bureaucrat. But at the same time, if you are result oriented, you can perform many of the things. For example, just let me give a very smart example. For example, if Prime Minister is now Nawaz Sharif, the same seat, the same assembly, the same judiciary, the same army, the same bureaucracy. So, and if after 5 years the new Prime Minister will come, there will be difference. So what is the difference? Difference is the quality and the caliber of the bureaucrat. So the bureaucrat has the power, has the authority to deliver to the people. So in this way, he should be result oriented. ये नहीं है कि मक्खी पे मक्खी मार के जो है वो you are sitting just keeping your finger crossed. Okay, let the we should follow the procedure. No doubt, follow the procedure, but you can avoid a large save a very large a very long time of the people, big amount of the time, that is the more crucial asset, and you can further process this by avoiding the misuse and the wastage of time of the people. The second is, as I said, this is very similar to that of there is a red tapeism. What is the red? The official apparatus is often legalistic and bound to red tape. ये जो है वो आप ये देखें कि बाज़ औक़ात आपको ये जो है वो ओवर ज़ीलस और या जो है ये आपके गले में भी जो है वो पड़ सकती है. So I am not saying that you should avoid the standard procedure. So the what is the red tapeism? That when we have to follow the legal and the legal system procedure we should follow, definitely the result is the red tapeism. We can't say that we will not follow. Every bureaucrat, every member of the government machinery, he will have to legally follow the procedure. For example, if you are sitting in the accounts, the people come to you, you do not fulfill the full documentation. That is very, very easy and you can say the cumbersome task. So what I say that you are a good bureaucrat and you give some gray area in this by you are ignoring some of the procedure. So what will happen? Someday you will have to face the critics. So the more important, you will have to follow the procedure, and if there are minor for this and that, you can do this. For example, I have seen many of the managers in the banks, when the people apply for the credit, they just fulfill the major requirements and then they allow for the further process. But I have seen at the same time the managers or the bank officers that keep on and that they treat with the people in such a way that people have to visit them many and several times, and one officer is doing your work like a one window in, you can say, in one trip, and the other is doing the same work in the 10 trips or the 10 visits. So this is the wastage of time, and this is the, you can say, the humiliation of the public for which this all phenomena exist. It is closely related to circumlocution, as I just explained that these are two similars. वहाँ पर जो है वो क्या है कि you deliberately choose the lengthy process. Here you will have to legalize your legalize your procedure, and as if you follow each and everything in any of the legal, even in the admission process, nowadays we are going through the admission process of the ComStats. If we follow each and every procedure, I think it will take more than half an hour to just work on the application of a single candidate. So what is this? We are not avoiding this, but at the same time we are just taking the general things. If they are fulfilled, the other can be ask the students to be furnished at the time when it is necessary. It is not that every time and at the beginning everything is necessary for this. Red tapeism is the blind following the formal rules then to decide the case on merit. मिसाल में इसकी जो है वो आपको पहले दे चुका हूँ, that the people blindly follow this. They say no, this is rule, I can't violate this rule. Yes, we do want that you do not violate the law, but at the same time, like they, as I said, that these should be the result oriented. Here the case should be decided on the merit. Merit means the more deserving should come first, the least deserving should go at the later. There are not all the cases are you can say so important that you cannot differentiate between this or that. कि ये जो है वो इसमें जो है वो आप differentiate नहीं कर सकते. You can do this, and you should decide all this on the merit. What the Pfiffner and the Presthus says about this, the red tapeism, official become a specialist, working on the same procedure. No doubt they become specialists. A positive things, this is a good characteristic or attributes of the bureaucrats. Intellectually isolated, this is very critical. Intellectual is good, but isolated is very difficult. They perform like that they are working in something vacuum, independent of each other. They are thinking isolatedly, and they are not integrating the things with that. This is a very sugar-coated criticism that the Pfiffner and the Presthus has acknowledged, that the official becomes specialist and the intellectual. But what kind of intellectual? Isolated, oriented. What is their orientation and what they want? They are oriented towards techniques rather than the people. Thus, you can say the mixture, the crux of this, the red tape is, and the other, that is the circumlocution, that is that the people, the bureaucrats do not follow, do not try to address the people. They try to follow the standard procedure. They are more concerned about the techniques. They are not more concerned about the people. They should have been more concerned about the people, because the ultimately beneficiaries are the people. If they avoid this, they do not perform this kind of things. So the red tapeism and the circumlocution, these are the two major criticism on the bureaucracy. And very interesting to say that these are can be found in all the governments or the bureaucracies around the world. So what is the difference between a good bureaucracy or a least good bureaucracy? The only difference is that in one situation the red tapeism intensity and the degree of intensity is lower, in the other it is very high. If I make a quick and smart question on you, that what is the situation in Pakistan? A very, very tough red tapeism, and the other is very long method to solve the problem. If you are standing before the officer, you will see and you will be making in your mind that this problem you can solve in less time as compared to that person. So this procedural effects have sometime negative effect on the people. So I would like to continue this discussion, and I am just going to postpone this discussion to the next lecture, because it is a very interesting and discussion that is directly related to our course and our real phenomena, bureaucracy, and we will follow this. So the summary of this lecture is that we talked about the bureaucracy. What were the nature of the bureaucracy? This was in the previous lecture. In this lecture, we saw some of the characteristic of the bureaucracy, and then currently we are going through the discussion of the criticism of the bureaucracy. So what was the characteristic of the bureaucracy? Very simple, that the bureaucracy has to perform and has to deliver to the people. It can implement the policy making process. At some time the bureaucrat becomes legislator. It has to make ground, and it has to be the eye of the policy makers so that the policies are framed in a better way. The first criticism, that is very easy, every time it is very easy to criticize any of the phenomena. So what is here, the first criticism became from the Lusky. He says that the bureaucrat becomes more passionate about their power. It is a natural phenomena that the person wants more power. Is an asset. So we want more and more power. The person who wants more and more power, at the same time there is the possibility that he is misusing the power. So this is the first and the critical criticism on the bureaucracy. In this way he becomes inhuman, rigid, and so less decisions are expected from such kind of bureaucrats. The first, or the formal, you can say, the criticism is that the circumlocution, what is this? Very simple, that it is just to follow the most lengthy procedure to solve a problem. There are, if the other options are available, A, B, C, D, and the C is the most difficult or the most lengthy, if you are following the C process, then it means you are not going in the right way. The red tapeism, that is also the people legalize all their acts. No doubt, again no doubt, that every standard procedure should be followed for any of the bureaucrat, but at the same time he should be result oriented rather than just that he should go for the techniques. He should keep in mind the desires, the ethical values, the cultural values, the standard procedures, his honesty, his dispersonalization, and then he has to decide. Red tapeism is always there in all of the bureaucracies, but it is a varying degree. It is very sorry to say that in the developing countries its intensity is much higher as compared to the other. That's why the time lapses, and many of the important routine business are done not on the proper time, and they are delayed, and ultimately they lose their importance. So take care. I will see you in the next lecture. Goodbye and Allah Hafiz.